Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and all glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us His truth. All right, this is Brother AHPARYAM from the GMS Chicago branch. Hey, Lord willing that this lesson will be edifying, man. And something that, happened, Lord will use people in the world to really, show you spiritual things. And one of my coworkers had said something to me that was on point because, we're Jake, man. We get fired up. We get excited. We want to go full force and just, create and you know how it is. So, but hey, it comes with humility. Even in the work sense, he told me just to be humble, just to be careful. He basically told me to be careful because we're in our job, we're dealing with these new technologies that can surpass what was done in the past, basically. And just to be humble and be aware about how we approach. And he told me this quote. Which says, beware of unearned wisdom. Okay, because in our work, the AI is enabling us to do things and build things that we may not necessarily have all the knowledge of how to do it ourselves, right? So he gave me the balance, basically. Beware of unearned wisdom, and how much more in the truth. All right, so this is a quote of Carl Jung, which, he's bugged out, he's a demon, but nonetheless, right, we understand that this quote is on point, man. Beware of unearned wisdom, because the scriptures talks about that. All right, because let's just read it, man. 1 Corinthians 8:1. Now, as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. All right, so knowledge puffeth up, man. All right, and our apostles have basically given us the silver spoon. Our apostles, our elders, all the men that labored before us, to the point where we basically got the silver spoon. We got all the breakdowns, speaking to us younger brothers coming to the truth. We got all the breakdowns. We understand all the mysteries, right? It was just given to us. So that needs to come with a great deal of humility, because knowledge puffeth up. All right, John 4:38, I sent you to reap whereon ye bestowed no labor. Other men labored, and ye are entered into their labors. So we're entered into other men's labors, man. All right, we're entered into other men's labors. So again, that needs to come with humility. All right, to whom much is given, much is required. Right, Romans 15:20. Yea, so have I strived to preach the gospel, not where Hamashiach was named, lest I should build upon another man's foundation. All right, so we're building upon other men's foundation. All right, and knowledge puffeth up. We get fired up because we know the breakdowns. We understand the mysteries. We know the names of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI first and foremost. But hey, man, this is other men's labors that we're entering into, that we're building upon. So like the scripture says right here, we have to take much heed to how we build thereupon, man. All right, going back to the quote, be careful of unearned wisdom, because these men, all right, our elders really, earned it. You know what I mean? So it says 1 Corinthians 3:10. According to the grace of Yahawah, which is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereupon. But let every man take heed how he build thereupon. All right? For no other foundation can no man lay for other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Hamashiach Yahawashi. All right? So we're building upon another foundation, man. When you get to a construction site and the foundation's already been laid, the building's already been in construction for decades, you're not gonna come in there and try to, like as if you know better, No, you entered into other men's labors. All right, take heed how he built thereupon, because us younger brothers, we didn't earn the wisdom in the same way, man. That's so important. Like Elder Uriah said it, man. Like, don't think you are equal to another man who's been, laboring for 10 years more than you, man. Like you're not equal. Although we fellowship, right? We have love for each other, but nah, man, it's order. There's levels to it. Big time levels to it, man. Right? Because this was a gift. This was a gift that we received, man. Right? So it says right here, 1 Corinthians 4:7, for who maketh thee to differ from another? And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? Now, if thou didst receive it, why dost thou glory as if thou hast not received it? So this is a gift of YAHAWASHI, man. And we were taught by other men who labor before us and who are on a much higher level than us. All right. Who earn the wisdom. Sirach 34:9. Let's go to the chapter. Verse 9, it says, a man that hath traveled, knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom. All right, scripture speaks about having your senses exercised. So it's one thing to know the breakdown, right? But it's another thing to have the experience. All right, because that's really what it comes down to, man. All right, because ChatGPT can learn the breakdown, can know the breakdown, right? Anyone can know the breakdown. You're basically just linking up. You're decoding the scriptures, man. All right, but that doesn't mean that you have wisdom. See, verse 10: he that had no experience knoweth little, but he that had traveled is full of prudence. All right. So, hey, these men are full of prudence. Our elders are full of prudence. They've experienced much, man. They've been up on the boots on the ground, on the line for decades, man. All right. Now, it's not to say that we're not going to be on fire. Of course we are. But, it's just being aware, man, because knowledge puffeth up. And really all the knowledge it was all given to us on a silver spoon, man. So beware of unearned wisdom. Pretty much the quote, man. I pray that this was edifying, okay? Call BAHASHAM, giving all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone who taught us, all of our elders, man. Yeah, honors to all the men who labored. Call BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, Shalom, Kwame YASHARAHLA, Shalom, Abababa.